Hello, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. I hope you're all well. I'm not doing too badly. As you can tell, I've got a very strange voice now. I've come on to film because I want to get this project on the road. But if I keep coughing a lot like that and it becomes annoying, probably for you to listen to and for me to keep doing, then I will stop and carry on tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to make a start with this beautiful kit by Fiona at Lavenderbluart. I'll put all the links to the kit and to Fiona and her Etsy shop and her YouTube channel. There's one more, her Facebook channel. I'll put them in my description if you're looking to find them. So this is the same. I did a design team for Fiona Make. Can't talk. Last month, I'm just trying to think what it was called. You all loved it so much. Something Roses, Blushing Rose. Yeah, you all thoroughly enjoyed it. So I picked another sort of blushy pink one, just to get some, some pink excitement in amongst all the grunge. So people will love or hate it generally with pink. I do love pink, but I love grunge too. Okay, so the first thing I'll do, because you can see it here, is go through the journal pages with you. Now I have printed them smaller than they actually are, not very much, or trimmed them smaller because of what I'm going to put them in, but I will just go through these pages with you first. So yeah, I've got the camera quite a way in, I think, so you can have a good look, but when I come to doing things on here I might need to move it out a bit so you can see what I'm doing. So yeah, it's Cherry Blossom, I'm sure it is. I don't think it's Birds and Blossom. I think that's another one I'm thinking of. I'm pretty sure it's Cherry Blossom, but like I say, it'll be in the description. So I've printed the journal pages double-sided and cut them out. It is quite a big kit. There are quite a lot of journal pages in it, so I've not put anything else. I just think they're so beautiful. I want it to be full on the kit. Yeah, just the artwork. I mean, look at those two guys looking at each other, and the not sure what that is. It's not some kind of insect anyway. In the blossom. Yeah, blossoms big and small. Loving the pink stripy sort of wallpaper ticking type. There he is again. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that one. Two birds with the heads together. And this beautiful paper. So it's not going to need an awful lot. So that's the middle. Cute. Cuteness overload. Yep, so it is a little bit grungy. It's grungied up. That's not me. It is the artwork. If you can see it, I don't know how well the camera's picking it up. But it's a beautiful creamy hue with the pinks, some golds, and obviously the grey browns of the branches. Beautiful, huh? Yeah, so the reason I've made it that small or smallish is because I came across this a while ago and I've had it sitting in my to-do pile because I must have started this at least a year ago, if not more. It's something that I started to do with Tanya at Tata Treasure, and that is where I got my file folder from. In fact, I think she probably gifted it to me. So I did start. So I started by stamping some script around it, and I put some masking tape down the middle to make it stronger, and that's as far as I've got. I've just done that now just to test my stencil on it to see what colour the ink would come out. So I'm going to fasten that down as a whole, just the front and just the back cover. I'm not going to have it open for pockets or anything like that. It is going to be a fairly simple but beautiful make. So this will just sit in here like this. I am going to leave the tab on because I think it's just pretty. Obviously I'll decorate it up, so it'll just be a journal in there. There will be something in the front and the back, whether it be a big side tuck or a big pocket, I don't know. How I normally make my journals. What also came with the kit are these three beautiful big tags. I hope I'm still in. Yes, I am. Yes, I am there. Aren't they gorgeous? Love them. And then the rest I haven't cut out yet, so I don't know how well you'll see it on the white background because it's like cream on white. You may not, but you'll see them when I cut them out. So tags and circles, 4 pockets with that lovely pink stripy, 4 very tiny tags there, and then some lovely pink words across here. I hope you can see them. And then 2 envelopes, some stamps, some tickets, and some smaller circles. Okay, so my idea for this is, obviously I've stamped it with the brown, and that's fine, the brown does go, but I was wanting to tie it in a bit more, you know, with the blossom. So you probably saw, I got my Tim Holtz, I think it is blossom, this one. It's they just have numbers on, don't they? But I call it blossom anyway, it reminds me of blossom. And I just tried it, initially I tried it out on a piece of spare card that was a similar colour. Yeah, and it's come out all right. It's not bright pink, which is good in a way. I was thinking they might even, because I've got a few of those, they might be my inside tucks. Excuse me. And then I tried it out on the actual card there. Right, I'm going to just move you out a little bit because I do feel that I might just keep going off camera if I don't. So what I am going to do is, I'll probably stop the camera anyway, so I'll have to redo it. What I'm going to do is go all over it and stencil, and then I'll come back and show you what I'm going to, well, I'm going to stencil around the edges, I'm not going to stencil in the middle, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to put on it. But I think I'm going to stencil the back all the way across. So I'll stop, have a cup of tea, and then I'll come back and show you what I've done and show you all the other bits that I've got for the cover. Okay, there we go. So that was quite hard on the wrists. So it was Memento Angel Pink that I did that with. So yeah, it's very, hope you can see it, it's fairly, maybe if I do it that way, it's fairly faint, but it is, you know, it's clear to the eye to see. So hopefully the camera's picking it up. I haven't done the inside, so I haven't decided what I'm doing in there yet, but I am thinking these would be nice, you know, so it'd be nice to have something different. I might mat something onto the insides, I don't know yet. But for the outside, because I haven't got anything ready made to go on there, and I couldn't decide what I wanted, but I did come across this beautiful bag that was gifted to me in Happy Mail. It is beautiful, isn't it? And it goes with all the pinks. And I've brought a box full of yeah, pink bows and pink daisies and pinks of all colours in lace. I've brought pink bling, we're going for it, you see, pink rickrack. These are like pink blossom flowers, aren't they? I brought a couple of my vintage button and lace and fabric clusters in case we want to put those on. I brought this, but I don't think this will be going on. It's a bit, it's just, it was dotty like the bag, but I think that's a bit too much. So I brought some creams. No, not many, I've got more though. So I brought some cream, you know, just to tone it down a little bit should I need to, and some ribbons for closure. So I have had a few little ideas. Let me take that from underneath there. The reason I was looking for this, I folded it over to the right size, is because I'd quite like these in this bag, or a couple of them, on the front there. Yeah, I'll put something in those and make them floofy. Yeah, but I thought I'd quite like that there as a pocket. Now it's a lovely bag. It's quite a substantial bag. It's not really thin and flimsy. And obviously I folded the bottom up to fit the tags, so that's going to be quite secure. I wondered about putting some ribbon or rickrack. I do like the rickrack. You know, literally across the top there, just to give it a bit more strength when people are opening it. And then I wondered about this. Was this the one I was using? Yeah. Wondered about some cream. Is it cream? It's more it's a bit darker than cream. What would you call that? It's not coffee. It's not quite that dark. Yeah, somewhere between coffee and cream. So what am I thinking? That across there, move that across there, and then maybe I could go for some of the pink. Now I've got lots of different pinks. think that one is a bit OTT. We'll discard that one. Oh, there's some more creams. Look, can you add some more cream? That is cream, isn't it? Is that a better? Yeah, I think that might be better. And then I've got sort of bright pink. Well, that's not bright pink, is it? It's more salmon pink. Or I've got big, great big. Now that's good enough for pockets, that thick stuff, isn't it? Right, let's get with the plan a little bit. How much of you are in there? Tons. Right, I'm going to cut some pieces off so I'm not fighting huge pieces of lace, because they'll always get used. Right, that's it. And I think I'm liking this one. Now, because I am going to glue in here together, I can put things in it now. I'm thinking I could put the closure in it, the ribbon. I liked this one. I don't think it's big enough. I didn't have any more of it. It's not, look. Unless I cut it, excuse me, and just have a little bit. I could do, couldn't I? So it's not going to be a huge, oh dear. If you can hear that, it's children going past with some kind of contraption. I'm not sure what. But something with noisy wheels. But they are on the way. Yeah, could I just put a bit of it in there and then let it tie? I think I could, couldn't I? Because I did like that colour, I think. Let's check now before I do it. Yeah, I did kind of like that colour with everything. Okay, so that's one thing. I was thinking I could tuck this in as well before I fastened it down. Just in that bit. I can't tuck it in the edge. But I will put something, I will put something down there before, probably before I sew the signature in. Maybe not, maybe afterwards. But I will put lace or something down there. But yeah, I could tuck that side in to make it tidy, do you think? Or, here we go, it's another big piece. Let's cut some of this down. Oops. Well, we could have this as a lace pocket in here. See, I should come on knowing what I'm going to do, shouldn't I? But I don't. Excuse me. Let's just try it and see. It would have to be a little bit higher up than bottom, wouldn't it? Would I like that? No, I don't think I would. Oh well, I mean I can always put them in afterwards. So this one, do I want this to, I think I'm going to go ahead and put this one down because I like it there. There isn't, it is an odd piece, I think. There isn't enough to go all the way around, otherwise I'd have brought more. Same with that one. Got some, oh blimey, that's, look how deep that is. And it's white. Excuse me, let me have a little drink. So what I think I'll do is, because I do want to move on with this, I'm going to glue this piece down. I don't know if I'm going to tuck it in or not yet, so I will just trim it and then I can decide. Yeah, I'll glue it down and then I'll pop it under and see what it looks like. I actually like that bit a bit better, so yeah, I like it ending there, so it won't be tucked in. That's the end of that, it will just be on there. So let's stick these ribbons in and close this up and move all this lace out the way. Did I say I had some bling? I think I did. Right, I might put the edges that are fraying in there, so it doesn't really matter where they go as long as they go in the same place. So let's get a pencil and do that. There is about middle, so I should be able to just copy that. If I can get it open. There. Right, let's see if I can mix that up. So I'm just going to pop that down with Fabri-Tac. They're on opposite sides, look. And then I'm going to collal the rest of it closed. And I don't know if I'll be able to work on it then or not, so we'll see. Right, so I want enough in for it to grab. Well, I wonder if I might want to sew round this. Let's put this in and see. I just might. Just want to get rid of that hard blob off the end. That's it. Because it might have caused a lump in the file folder. That still might. Yeah, if I do stitch around it, I would even just stitch the edges. It will hold that in nice and secure, won't it? Okay. I'll do the same here, hope you can see. So I've got about 2 centimetres. Yeah, the more I'm thinking about the stitching round it idea, the more I like it. Right, let me just close that and see if they're together, because I can still move them a little bit. So which one was higher? That one is a little bit higher. And higher is towards me, so have I changed anything? Let's have a look. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so just wondering if I want anything on there before I close this down, or if I'm just going to put something over that. I think I might just have some nice words on there, so I'll leave it. Yeah, let's just collal it shut then, and then I can stitch it. Right, let's see how wild it's feeling. So it is, what time is it now? Oh, it must be nearly 6 o'clock in the evening now, so it has cooled down. And yeah, Neil's settled down and he's actually awake. He's watching a film in bed on his phone, which is better than the last 2 days where he's just slept. So, oops, I might have gone a bit too high up there. Don't know why I've gone all around them all. I do want it to grab everywhere though. I don't want air bubbles, so I will use my my machine. What's it called? You know what it's called. Brayer. That's it. Thank you for those of you that were shouting it to me. And I'm just going to do it onto my mat because I can wipe it up. Oh, don't you get stuck in there. Not the wrong end anyway. Yeah, so it's going to be a reasonably firm. Yeah, there's ink. There's glue coming out the top. Look. Good, that means there's plenty on it. Yeah, it'll be a reasonably firm, but not, you know, it won't be a hard piece of paper on there. Cover, you know, like a book cover. But it will be perfect for what I want it for. Yeah, I've not gone with a spine. I could have put one in. There wasn't one in. I could have put one in if I'd wanted one, but I think I'm not going to put a lot in. A journal. Don't laugh. Yeah, I'm pleased with that colour. That will just tie just nicely. Goodness me. So yeah, and I am going to stitch around it. Yeah, so I'll be back when I've done that. Okay, so just before I go stitch it, I had to decide if I wanted those side pieces in or not before I stitched, because obviously I'd want them stitching in as well. So I've done another piece and I've stitched them in. I've not done anything in the middle. I can do that later if I want to, but these pieces need to be in. Okay, so I'll just pop to the machine now the glue's dried and stitch it. Well, I said I'd be back in a minute with it stitched. A second, I am back, but yeah, it's nearly 10 days later. So yeah, those of you that know me will know that I went off with COVID and I'd started to film this and not finished it. So yeah, I'm just back on it again today. So I have stitched it round. I had a quick look at what I'd filmed so far and I said I was going off to stitch around that, didn't I? So yeah, I've stitched it round, and we're going to put this on the front now. I know it was only a few seconds ago for you, but it was a long time ago for me now. So I'm trying to remember what I said I'd do or what I am going to do. And there should be a piece of lace here. Is that it? No, I'm sure it was a different colour to that. Would you believe it? That was a piece of lace that I was having on the bottom. Oh dearie me, how can I have lost that? That's not possible, is it? In that amount of time, it was literally here 30 seconds ago. I don't know. Right, bear with me. It was on my knee. This is what I was looking for. Yeah, so I think I said I was putting that down there. I couldn't decide which was the right way, if I remember rightly. Yeah, I think that must be it. And then this on top. And wasn't I going to put some rickrack on there? Yes, I think I was. I've come up with this handmade rosette. I made a long time ago following Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah, and yeah, maybe we ought to do some more of these because it's really pretty and I like it. So I'm thinking that might go on the bottom there. And yeah, I was wondering about some washi across the top. I found this beautiful golden bee from the lovely Nikki, sent me in some happy mail. So I think this is the perfect place for the bee. And Cherry Blossom Memories is what I'm going to call it. So these are words from the kit. They're going to go on the little tab up there, but they're going to need cutting down a little bit. So yeah, and I wondered about putting some washi on the back of that, just to give that a bit of strength. So shall we start putting some things down? Let me just grab my glue. So I think the video has already been, I think, about perhaps, oops, half an hour. I can't remember now. Perhaps maybe half an hour long. So so yeah, I won't have to film too long now, I don't think. Let's just put this lace down to start with. Yeah, to get you a video. So my voice is getting a little bit better each day, not a lot, and not in a hurry, but yeah, I'm mending, I think. So really looking forward to getting into this project now. Now I won't be on with it tomorrow because tomorrow is my, how high up do I want that? I want that one quite down there. So am I going to put this on next? I think I am. Or do I want to put the, no, I want to put lace around there once I've stitched the signature in. Maybe we should put the signature in next, and I'm not quite ready for that yet. Yeah, perhaps the signature should go in and then lace over there before I put all the beautiful things that I've got for the front of it. So let me just quickly go over the signature with you, because I know I've shown you it once, but I've added a few little bits, nothing much, but I just wanted some texture and something different, you know, a couple more pages in it. So I've printed on tracing paper, so that's the same pattern that's on the middle, in the middle of the book, same page I've done on tracing paper, just to give it a little bit of a, you know, that lovely noise. So I've put a plain pink page, just plain pink paper behind it, just to, you know, let it show. I've added a little doily. Again, it just makes that less plain, and these are going to be nice places to add pockets, you know, where I've got a bird. I'm not going to want to pocket over it or anything. On this, which is also tracing paper, they're like, don't know how well you can see those. I haven't got anything here to put on under it now, but they're like journal cards, and they're lace on a pink background is all they are, and they're Janie B's. They're not part of this kit, but I just thought they'd go nice. Just snuck it in there out of my stash. Yeah, I think that's all I've added. The rest you've seen. So yeah, just a couple of extra pieces in there. But what I want to do now is stitch some lace and little bits of fabric and tabs down the side before I actually stitch that in. So I guess that's what we're going to be doing next video, which will be Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. So we'll stitch that in and we'll do the front of the yes, the cover. So these are some of the tags. I've just finished one off there, so I backed them onto some, these are the big ones, coffee dyed, although that piece isn't very coffee dyed. I think the side that I've stuck them on is more coffee dyed than the other, but I can ink them up anyway. So I've just cut one out. So I stuck the big ones that are going in the front pocket, if you remember, onto some card and cut one out. Just while I just wanted to stitch it around to see what it looked like. You know, while I was on the sewing machine. And all the others, oh yeah, I printed them two to a page as well, so that I got them in a smaller version of them. And again, I've put those on some pink coffee dyed. And then these were the smaller tags that were in the kit. So they're all backed, just ready to cut out. So I'll cut those out before I come back to you next time. And then these little tiny tags, all from the kit. But what I do want to do, so maybe we can do one of these now. I was going to save this for next one, but maybe we'll do it now, and then next time we'll do what I was going to do today, if that makes sense. Oh, I've got my address showing there, I don't suppose it matters. It's my council tax bill. Let's use this one. So I just got an envelope and cut it in half, so I'm going to have one on each side. One in the front, one in the back, I should say. Here. Because I'm going to put some pieces from the kit that are left over, you know, some bits of ephemera in it. So I just want to put them in there as collaged envelopes, really. So all I've done is cut the one big envelope down. Now I haven't opened it very well, as you can see. And yes, it was me that opened it. But yeah, it's going to be collaged on, so it really doesn't matter. I'm just wondering to cut that one down a little bit, because it's plenty. I think I might, actually. So you can get... Oh, I don't know. Oh, I suppose I could open the whole thing. Let's have a look. Just so you could get in a bit more. It's a very strangely made envelope. It's got like a seam. Sorry, I'm not giving you a very good view, am I? It's got like a seam inside it. Oh, it's very sticky as well. Right, that'll do. I've got enough of it going down there. Right, so not quite that far. Shall I just stick it down on itself? Will that do? No, we'll have to go under. It needs to be undone a bit more, so I can tuck it under. Sorry, I know you can't see. It'll just give that top piece a bit of, you know, extra stability, won't it? So let me just glue that down, you know, rather than chop it off and have a raw edge. Now I know I can collage over the edge, but you know, this piece is actually attached, so... And actually now that's down, I will glue that back up, but I might as well collage in there, hadn't I, while we're in it. So let me get rid of that one with my address on. Oh, it's going a bit dark. Let me see if I can put my light on. So it's late afternoon. I don't know how much difference that's made. And it's very hot. We're back to hot and sticky again, but we're not sunny necessarily. So right, what have I got to collage with? Let me have a look. So I have here, so these are all little pieces which are, you can probably tell, the journal pages. And I've printed them, I think I printed them 4 to a page, just to get some little, you know, I didn't know if I wanted journal cards or whatever, just so that I've got the pattern, but it's very tiny. Yeah, so some of these will be good for collaging. In fact, a lot of them will be good for collaging. I've also got a few scraps here. So that's a misprint. That is that lace on the pink background that I did on the vellum, like this. You can probably see it better not on the vellum. So I've got a couple of pieces of that because it was a misprint. A couple of pieces that I've used to back the tags from a page. So that is from the kit, and a couple of pieces of the pink coffee dyed. Yep, so I'm going to use all these and collage this. So what shall we start with? I don't necessarily want small pieces particularly. That's just going to fit. I know I'll have to bend it there, but will that bother me? It might. Yeah, I think I'd rather have it in 2 separate pieces, so let me just get my bearings. It is ever so slightly too narrow, but I'm wondering if I could just narrow this up a little bit. It won't make a huge difference to the finished piece, but it will make a difference to the pieces of paper that I'm using. So what have we got? let's go with 11 centimetres. Whoops. That's the piece. I don't know which piece I took off to use now. Can't see that fold. Just ink the edge before I start on that fold. That bit will help me see where I am. Yeah, it's very thin where I've taken that extra piece off there actually, so I don't even know if that was the right way up. Yes, it was. That's the piece that's going on. Ever so slightly too big now, of course. That's it. Oh, so we're back to collaging, that's nice. I very quickly whizzed through the beginning of the video, so I don't know exactly what I was chatting about, if anything. It's still a bit too big. Well. But of course, a lot of time has passed since then, so whatever we was up to, we've obviously either done or not done. Now, I have been out shopping. Oh, I'm negative. I've tested negative today and I've been out shopping with Neil for the first time. So I'm absolutely shattered now, but yeah, thoroughly enjoyed myself. I will show you tomorrow, but I have been in the charity shop and got some lovely finds. And yeah, went to take Mum shopping and get her a few bits. I need a cloth. Nope. Have a clean one. Yeah, that's it. It's just that fold is going to fold nicely now, isn't it? Rather than the thing is, I've got a bit of a step there. See if I can hear someone's carol alarm going off. Probably the heat also, so that white one there. We're blaming the heat for everything at the minute. So yeah, it's not as hot as it has been, I'm pleased to say. What am I doing? But yeah, Neil's just told me, I told you he's my oracle of the weather. He's just told me that come August here in the UK we're supposed to have an even hotter one. Ooh, which is not good news. We're not used to it, and even though we're forewarned, I don't suppose you know, it'll be long enough for government or local government or whatever to sort out the infrastructure. So I guess we'll be having problems again, apart from just dealing with the actual heat. You know, our trains come to a standstill practically, and yeah, roads on this last hottest day that we had when we got into the 40s, roads were buckling and breaking and you know, things like that. So looks like we're probably in for more of that. I'll glue that down at the end, I think, because I might want to tuck something over it. So that's my flap, and that's the inside covered. So what shall we have on the outside? Now some of these have to be the right way up because of the bees. That one's nice sideways on, the bird and the bees. Or shall I put it in the middle and then have something else around it? What do we think? No, I think I'll have it on the edge. I only need to do that edge, don't I? Maybe the bottom. That's it. And then I'll cut some of these upright ones in half. Are you being glued on? Yes. Yeah, so this shouldn't take too long. I know I said I wasn't going to be on much longer, but I know most of you guys like a long video anyway. And seeing as half of it was done a long time ago, I'm not struggling too much other than, oops, I don't really know where I'm up to until I put the whole video together and upload it and then watch it. I'll be back on track then, knowing what I'm doing and what I've told you, and all that sort of thing. Right, so shall we have a little birdie down here? Let's take that bit off because it seems a shame to waste it. Yeah, if I take him down there, I think he'll just fit nicely. Beautiful papers, aren't they? I think I probably must have said to you that the link to Lavenderbluart and to this kit will be in the description. If I haven't, it will. Fiona, who is the owner of Lavenderbluart, is the digital artist. I think she must have been wondering what I've been doing with her kit. Unless she's been on and seen that I'm not well. I've not, just like everybody else, haven't spoken to anybody apart from Tanya, really. And even then, not for days and days to Tanya, so just didn't have the capacity. Right, what do we want across the top? Shall we have a little bee across? Oh, I can get 2 bees across there, I think. They're going to be covered in the flap, aren't they? But they'll be a nice surprise when you lift it up. Yep. Tiny bit too long. Do you think I can get a tiny bit off? Yes. And I probably need to do the outside of that bit as well. So I'm pleased I didn't stick it down yet. Yeah, that's better. It's definitely full on pink. If you love pink, if you know me, you'll know I do have a tendency for pink. I love a pink, but I like a blue as well. But yeah, it's very pink, and I've gone pink with it, if you see what I mean. I'm not toning the pink down, I'm just doing pink on pink on pink. Why not? Got 2 little bees there. Busy on the blossom. And just a little square here. What have we got then? That's a shame, isn't it? It's too small. It's a big one. Just wondering if there's something else that... No, it kind of needs to be the same. Oh, that's pretty. That's a nice corner piece. Lose a little bit of it, but I don't want to lose that cherry blossom bird yet. That's nice. Okay, so that didn't take too much covering, did it? And I'm going to cover the back as well because it's, you know, it's a, what's that way, wasn't it? It's going to be a pull-out piece. Yeah, like that. Oops. Is that the right way? I think so. Confused myself completely. There we go. Oh, stuck to that. Yeah, I think I'll let all that dry before I glue the sides down. Like I say, I might go over. So this one wants something this way up. Oops, let's get rid of that gluey paper or I'll be in all kinds of problems, won't I? Not stuck down for some reason. That's better. Well, that's nice because that's kind of the front of the... I suppose I could put it that way and go all the way over, couldn't I? Yeah, that's a good idea. Right, how much do we want off? Not very much. There's the little handbag dog again. My hubby thinks it lives next door, but one to us, who are a It's a big 4-bedroom house. I think they've got lots of adult children still at home. They're quite, I was going to say noisy. They're not awfully noisy, but we hear them and we don't hear anybody else. You know, they're a large family. You can hear them in the garden and hear them in the conservatory. And yeah, hear their dog quite often. You know what these little dogs are like? I know all dogs are the same with barking, but these little ones are very guard the territory from the slightest sound or noise. I don't know if it's just because it's got such a tiny little yappy voice. I mean, we've had a dog, we know what it's like to have a dog that barks constantly. Well, not constantly, but to triggers. Right, now fold it wet. This is always a dilemma for me. Fold it when it's wet or wait till it dries. Do you know, that's going to be nice with a policy closure on it, I'm thinking, isn't it? I've got glue on my fingers. Oh, I don't like it. So what, a little eyelet there and a big circle there. Yes, did I cut any circles out? If I did, so these are just a few things that I've collected together. Some big ones, some little ones in the kit. I was going to say if I did they won't be backed onto. Yeah, so you'll see I've got a few Tim Holtz bits there and a couple of pieces from the lovely Tanya that are all going to go in, you know, should I need them, will all match. Yeah, so I'll do that next time. I'll print onto some card and then cut out some circles, unless maybe I just want yes, what are they called, craft card perhaps, or something like that. Yeah, maybe a gold one. Yeah, so we'll do that for next time. Just need to cover this then. Yeah, I'll get the circles ready and we'll do it together, but that's another reason for not passing that down, because I want a brad through there. But yeah, I think that'll be nice. Okay, just this piece then. So I might want I've got a bigger piece somewhere, I believe. Yeah, I might do the whole thing in a piece of that rather than, let's get that white edge off. Seems to have got left. Should go further up. Seems a shame to waste that, doesn't it? Okay. Let's hope that's straight, because I've nothing to, I don't think it is. Oh no, look at all that white showing there. It's okay though if I ink, I'm not overly worried. Maybe should have done this in the green ink rather than the brown. Too late now because I've started with the brown, so yes. I still haven't got replaced my Tim Holtz pink, so I have been using on some of these things the pink, what is it, Memento Dewdrop, but I like the Distress ink. I much prefer the Distress ink. So, but yeah, if I'd have started in green that would have been a nice contrast, but never mind. Got all the bits falling off my dobber. Not good. Right, my desk's getting a bit messy. Look, is that the piece? Yeah, that's it. It's nice actually, isn't it? Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's glue it down. And then we'll call it a video, because yeah, I need to, like you, I need to watch it and see where I am and what I'm doing and square my desk up, and then we'll be off playing, sewing it in, making the lovely colour cover, making some ephemera and embellishing it, all the things we like. Tomorrow will be scraps on Sunday. Is that my cloth yet? Because like I think I said to you yesterday, I've got a project in mind and I want to do it. So scraps on Sunday tomorrow, so it won't be won't be pockets and tags for a change. It'll be a little project. Yeah, I think that's going to be lovely. Really pleased with that. Yeah, and we'll make the other one as well, and then it will fit in here beautifully. Fill it with bits and pieces. Oops. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? And this will be in here. I'm thinking I maybe could still go around it with some green on top of that, because the Distress inks do blend, don't they? Yeah, I might have a little go. Might do it on a tag and see, and then put some green around there just to tie a different colour in with this. So yeah, I'm going to put some lace down the sides of these. It's a good job I'm not coming on tomorrow, because I need a little bit of time. Lace down the sides of these ready to sew in, and then we'll sew them in. I need to get some policy circles ready for that, and then we'll sew it in, do the cover next time, and then we're away. Okay, thank you so much for, well, you don't know you've been patient, but you have, for waiting for this to arrive. And yeah, like I say, pop over onto Lavenderbluart, good grief, Lavenderbluart, yeah, and have a look some of her papers. She's got some beautiful digits going on in there, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a lovely evening, guys. Remember to give me a thumbs up if you can. Bye bye.